What happens? It says you are live, been on for 3 whole seconds. So we're gonna do the customary wait. And anyone that's coming in after the fact that we just started this, we're gonna wait a couple seconds or a minute or two for people to come in, and then we're gonna do this podcast. Those of you that see this video, like I always say, you get the bits and pieces before the actual podcast starts, because once we record the podcast and I do upload this to various places, they're not going to get this beginning part or the end part. They just get the podcast piece after I do some editing. But bam. So, hey, Antoine, what's going on? He said, damn, y'all twins. Yes, we are. We came from D's nuts. Drew Manise, how you doing? Can you see the James, can you see the chat? Hello, Jay.
I cannot see your chat.
Look up on the right hand side, see if there's a place where it says comments, so you can click and see the chat was going down somewhere on one of them things. Hey, Cynthia Jones, what's going on? Lita baby, hey, how are you? What's going on? Well, just so you guys know, we have not started a podcast yet. I will let you know when the podcast is going to start. This is my older brother. And this podcast, I'm just going to interview him. Haven't seen him in a while. We're going to catch up a little bit. And yeah, he's going to talk about his life. And we're going to laugh and joke and enjoy ourselves. Yes, I am sipping on some, you know what? Mm-hmm. It is what it is. All right. So, can you see the comment chat? Yes, no?
No, Philip, I cannot see any comments or anything anywhere on my screen.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, I don't want to touch my little setup, because any wrong touch on my setup and we'll have a blank screen.
Got you. Neville, Wilchcombe, I think that says, hey, Phil, how's it going? Finally caught you live. I've been missing you. Hey, I'm glad you caught me, guys. This is going out on 4 different platforms. It's on my Facebook. It's on my R-BoP podcast, because this is an R-BoP podcast. This is also on my Daddy Cooks temporarily, just because I want the farthest reach. And then after I do a little bit of audio editing, this is going to go out to wherever you can find podcasts, guys. I'm talking about anywhere you get a podcast, you can find my ass on your podcast. And that is a rhyme. I just want to say that.
Boom.
You can find me anywhere. Anyway, we got like 13 people in here, guys. We're getting ready to start this. I'm hitting the record button right after I hit the record button. I'm going to go into my intro recording, and then we're going to start this podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to welcome you guys to R-BoP. This is Riddick's Book of Philosophy. My name's Philip Riddick, and this is where I talk about what I want to talk about the way I want to talk about it. If you enjoy this podcast, tell your friends, family, and loved ones to come in and enjoy my whimsical way of saying things, doing things, and thinking about things.
Please hold for a very important message.
Hey, everybody. Sooner or later, you're going to have to travel. You're going to have to take a plane, a hotel, or rent a car or something, either because you want to go on a vacation, something that you were waiting for or really wanted to do, or sometimes we have some unfortunate circumstances in our families where we have to travel involuntarily. Either way or the other, if you need to travel, you want to save some money. I am an independent TSA, Travel Savings Ambassador for iBoomerang. And I can save you 30 to 70% on your travel. If you send me your first and last name to the following email address, dcboomgetaways@gmail.com. Once again, dcboom, B-U-U-M, getaways@gmail.com. I can send you an absolutely free website, yours personally, that you can use whenever you want, and it will save you money. It can save your money whenever you are going away. You might be going away now. You might be going away in the future. This website is yours forever. So once again, if you want to save money traveling 30 to 70%, shoot your first and last name to me at dcboom, B-U-U-M, getaways@gmail.com. Welcome to R-BoP. I'm back. Put your hands together. I'm so glad to be back, guys. I'm so glad to be back. Now, into some of these comments. Neville says, I'm trying to read James's hat. Does it say Bahamas? No, it says Boomerang. You guys heard the intro. We'll get into that in a little bit more. Lita Baby says, love this intro. I love that you're listening to it. And Franklin Evans says, good evening, sir. You stopped cooking? Hell no, I have not stopped cooking. I need to start editing, get up some cooking videos, but this is a podcast right now. And trust me, Daddy Cooks is still Daddy Cooks, but we're talking to R-BoP right now. I just want to say that out loud. Now, my guest, I've known him my entire life. I ain't lying. I've known him my entire life, y'all. I want you to put your hands together for my older brother. This is my older brother, James E. Riddick Jr. I love him to death. Someone said we're twins. No, we're not twins. We just came out the same vagina. Now, hey, Larry Evans, how are you doing? This is my brother, guy. I want to introduce him to you guys. Hey, CO, that's cool. James, where are you from, my friend, my brother?
Man, I am actually, well, let me just start with born in Virginia, and I hail from the Chicagoland area. Right now, though, I am here in sunny Las Vegas with a nice, good team. Yes, sunny Las Vegas. I got my team. I've got a few people that are here as we're setting up for a very spectacular vision event for our company. So I hail from Chicago at this particular time here in Las Vegas.
Nice. You're in Las Vegas chilling. We'll get to you because you had to travel to Las Vegas. I just want to say, anyway, what's your background, man? What have you done from the time you got smacked on the butt, started crying, to the time we're talking right now? Give me the background on what's your lineage, man. What's your background? What's your history?
Well, of course, we have the basic, hey, go to grammar school, make it through, the high school, go to a little daily college and what have you. And of course, I got started in the military. I am an Army of One. Boom.
There is.
I tell you, I've had a really good career with the United States Army, and I ended up, after a long tenure, not only from the Bundesrepublik of Deutschland, from spending time there in Fort Dix, New Jersey, and also in Hawaii. I've had a full career in the United States military. However, got hurt one time too many. I am now a veteran of that same beautiful United States Army, a disabled veteran at that.
All right. So first of all, everybody put your hands together for a veteran. Yes, indeed. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you've done. You alluded to, you mentioned being, and I remember this, you ain't supposed to be walking, man. What happened?
Man, I tell you, I was in Germany, Ansbach, Germany at one particular time, and I happened to be an avid motorcycle rider. I used to ride that 750 class Ninja. Right. And on the side, I basically would race outside of my military career on the weekends and what have you. And of course, I had my little entourage. We went to one of the auto raceways one particular weekend, and I finished in third place. We had us a real good time. And on the way back, my entourage and I were headed back to the Ansbach area, riding on the Autobahns and stuff of that nature, came off through a small city, and something happened. They call it terrorist related, but unproven. But my buddies got ran down by a van. I was the last one and the only one to actually survive. This van started in the back, just started running us over, and left me lying in the road for dead. The next thing I knew it, I was in a German hospital. And of course, from there, I ended up being transferred. After that particular hospital said, hey, look, you're not going to walk again. We're going to have to cut off your legs. Things aren't going to quite work right. Something happened. Something snapped. I ended up being able to move my legs, so they didn't cut them off. And the military, my buddies, my friends, were able to get me out of there into Walter Reed Army Medical Center. I was medevac, and a very long recovery started from there. So that's my little story. Yes, I'm not supposed to be walking again. The good Lord smiled on me, and yes, I'm walking anyway. So thank you very much.
Now hold on. You jumped it. I remember this story. It didn't freak me out. I was kind of in awe. And I don't know if you want to you want to go into it.
Man, everything is open from what I have in my memory. I don't have any secrets. People need to know. Hey,
here you go.
Let's go.
Here you go. Went down on a motorcycle, semi-conscious. You told me that there was somebody that wasn't there before was there that directed traffic around you. And then when the ambulance got there, you were asking where that person was, and there was no person. And you told me that you thought it was either your guardian angel or an angel or something that directed traffic, because you were still on the highway. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
yes, I was still on the highway.
I'm talking about the Autobahn, folks. Autobahn, folks. We're talking about no speed limit in Germany. And unless I got the story wrong, there was somebody that directed traffic, kept traffic from hitting you. And then when you got picked up by the ambulance, you were asking for that person and there was no person.
Well, it's just a little, let me set my little drink down over here. Really, we had already come off the Autobahn, so we're not on the physical, unlimited Autobahn. We actually had gone through one of the small cities right before you get to Ansbach. Okay, now there's a stretch from the city itself to the top of the hill of the unit where we could physically see my windows to the billets and the billeting area from where the rundown occurred. So we were not physically on the Autobahn.
Okay, not on the Autobahn, but you were almost back. Almost back. You were almost
we were almost back. It is a 2-lane drive, and I could hear the commotion. I am the only one that is dressed race ready. I'm wearing a complete leather outfit. I have a spinal brace. I've got special boots, titanium little tips on my on the front of my boots and things of that nature for super cafe racing. Everybody else is wearing t-shirts, gym shoes, and all the other good stuff. So it wasn't good for them to be bouncing off of any type of a vehicle cruising about 30, 40 miles an hour. Now, me, I was guaranteed with the showy helmet and the special braces and everything that I had, that if I stepped off my motorcycle at least 56 miles an hour, I could get up and walk away. Add a van to that, it didn't work out too good for me. In fact, once the vehicle did stop, once my own motorcycle laid on its side and I jumped up on the top of it, it was a curve, but you know, motorcycle sliding on the side don't go around curves. I'm going into oncoming traffic. At that particular time, I had to make a decision to get off the motorcycle and let it go. And and as I am rolling in the road and sliding to a stop, I opened my eyes and I saw somebody there that was keeping other vehicles from running me over because I'm lying in the middle of the road. My helmet came off without unbuckling it. So how my head got out of that, I do not know. I am broke up. I'm skint up. I'm slow. I have road rash forever. And then I lose consciousness. So now I'm whisked to a hospital. I am in and out of consciousness. I can hear people talking, but I can't see them because my eyes are closed, but I can still see silhouettes. I could see someone standing beside me, standing beside my bed. I can even see myself lying in the bed. I'm not lying in the bed, though. I'm looking across to another person. A person of a celestial nature that I cannot verify where they came from, and no one in the hospital knew where they came from as well. That's where that came from.
I got you.
Okay. And as long as my body, go ahead.
No, I'm just glad you're back, man. I'd have missed you terribly.
Thank you. I would have missed me too. But you know, it's something about the human body. When you reach your level of pain, when you reach your threshold of what you can go through, there's something that undergoes in your mind, your body, your your physicality, the things that make you up as a person, as a spirit, as a being, as a thought process in this mortal body, all of that can separate. If you go through too much pain, your body will shut you down. Your mind can separate. Your spirit or your heart can stand beside you. And when you're in that state, that coma or coma type of a state, oh my goodness, there's so much more to this world, to creation that you can see in that situation that I really don't care to try to make you understand. You have to be there to truly understand it. I can tell you all day long, but if you've never been there, you would never believe it.
You're right. I ain't never been there. That's back to the comments. Sweet treat with Mike says spent 7.5 years in the Army, served in Germany, Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. Congratulations, Sweet treats. Michael Daniel, my buddy Michael. We served together in parts unknown. What's going on, man? And he's saying hi to you, older brother James.
Thank you very much. I also was in Schofield Barracks, the 25th Regiment at the time. I wasn't in 25th Regiment, but I was there in Schofield Barracks. So,
there you go. Did you say who?
Yes,
I retired, man. I retired. I stopped doing it. Okay, let's talk about family.
Stuck, man.
I know. And you know, I'll tell you this. Even though I'm retired, the what I miss the most is the camaraderie, the people that you could trust because you trained them. I miss jumping out of airplanes. I gonna lie to you. I miss that. But the rest of it, you know, I was an infantry guy. Army kind of sucks a little bit, man. We get rained on one time too many. It's like, but anyway, family. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to give us, man? I know the background, but what do you want to tell the folks about your family, man?
Well, let me tell you, I have been born into the best family that you could ever hope to be. You know, you can't pick your family, you can't pick your friends. But in this case, if I needed to pick a family, I would have picked those that I was born with, in, and grew up around. Now, I am the second child out of 4.
Yeah,
my sister is older than me. Hey, look, I had to say it. My sister is older than me, and I was actually I got to say it, I am the only child that was physically planned in the family, and I was birthed to be.
Hey, man, you ain't got to tell everybody that we was mistaken.
With my sister. Yeah, I think everybody else was accident. We were just checking to see if all these bodily parts was working.
You ain't got to tell everybody we was mistakes, man. That's fucked up. I ain't even gonna bleep that out. Wait, now you gonna tell everybody I was a barbecue? What was I? I was a barbecue?
Yeah,
I was a holiday.
Yeah, I think Dad might have been sipping on something.
So,
these nuts.
My older sister Dorcas, she was a 4-day weekend. You was playing. I'm a birthday or a holiday. Come on, man, that's fucked up. Anyway.
Hey, don't forget my brother Aaron.
Oh, the youngest one? I don't know. I think he was a guilt baby. House is empty. Anyway. All right. Now, normally the next question you got me laughing at. Normally the next question is, how did we meet? But we both know that. We both came from the same moms and pops. So I'm gonna move on to the next question. Social media. What do you have a social media presence, man? What's your thing on social media? I mean, obviously I do quite a bit on social media. I make people happy and piss people off. But what's your social media footprint? You got one?
Yes, I do. Actually, just my name, James E. Riddick. I have the Facebook. I have the Instagram, which I don't even keep up with my name as far as the Instagram. Those that need me or want me, they definitely find me. In fact, they find me through you and your daddy Cooks. I had to throw that out there. If they weren't on Daddy Cooks, then they don't know me. You know,
that's
because
funny.
I tend to just click on and see who you're associated with, and I wave at them and say, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm Big Brother, and what's up?" You know.
Nice.
So yes, I am on Facebook, I am on Twitter, and I am on YouTube, and I'm linked to you. So if they want to get to me, they got to go through you anyway, brother.
That's cool. That's cool. Let me say a little bit to the comments. Cooking with Corey, what's going on? He said, "What's up, peeps?" Cooking with CJ. CJ says, "Hey, Phil, how's it going, brother? It's going good, dude. I was almost where he is, my brother, he's in Vegas right now. I was almost in Vegas, and trust me, if I would have got to Vegas, I could call you or holler at you and say something. Janet says, "Hey, Daddy and Big Bro, do you cook too?" That's from the chat. Do you cook too?
I cook, but I do not cook on any ways on the level of my brother Philip Riddick. Daddy cooks. I
You know,
am not even trying. Look, if it's not ramen noodle and add the seasoning salt after it's boiling, don't y'all talk to me. I come to where he is so I can get his leftovers. That's what we do up in here.
this is R-BoP, by the way. Just want to say you got Chicago Low. She is in Chicago. That's Irma Hay, and T Rock says, "What's Big Brother Drake? You want to tell him? You want me to tell him?"
Well, I got you. You can tell him. Go ahead. Let me hear what you think I'm drinking.
He's drinking. Okay, they say, "What do you think he's?" Well, I'm gonna tell you guys. It's a chemical cocktail, hydrogen and oxygen. Put
It
together.
was on the rocks a minute ago.
Yeah, one on the rocks. That's awesome. Anyway, world traveling. I go all over the place. I know you've been all over the place. You mentioned Germany. I know you've been to Hawaii, blah, 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 blah. So speaking of traveling, and the reason the name, Chicago Low says water. Let's put it together for water. Water, whoop, whoop.
Love that
All right,
clear
man.
HDO.
You're in Las Vegas. You got there. We're both doing the same thing. You're just doing it on a way bigger level. What do you do for a living right now, man?
Man, right now I actually travel for a living. I travel and help other people start their business. Now, I am not actually a travel business, nor am I in a travel related as far as booking people travel or anything of that nature. Just like you see the
Okay.
hat, I am a part of a technology business. A lot of people think it is travel because one of our verticals, now when I say vertical, I'm talking about other companies that we have in iBoomerang. We have travel, which is the iGo platform. We call it iGo for Less, the Boomerang. We give that out to people that saves them up to 35% off on their travel related activities.
We give them
give
free
that
travel?
to you.
A free website is what you said?
We give you a free website. It is
Yes,
free technology. And
Yep.
once we give it to you, you activate it. It is yours for life. Free for you to get. It's free for you to keep. And it's free for you to use. Now, when you purchase something in there, of course, you got to break out the credit card for that. We don't want to keep saying free, but the technology
is free.
and the access is free. We are in business giving away this technology. Now, I do want to add different companies around the world, like the resorts, what we give you for free, they are selling for $7,000 to $35,000 this iGo platform. We give it to you for free. All you have to do is accept it, activate it, and use
save
it.
some money.
Now, yes, it saves you money. And if it doesn't save you money, we have 110% price guarantee where that you can get at least the difference of what you didn't save plus an additional 10%. We refuse to be undersold.
Now, that's cool. That's great. That's fantastic. Now, we're going to continue talking about this, folks. Now, this because I'm in this also, and I love my brother to death. But this is also when you're talking technology, this technology encompasses more than just hotels or flights. People think, oh, travel, we could just save money on the flight. We can save money on a hotel. Let's talk about rental cars. Let's talk about resorts. Let's talk about some people what do you call it? Airbnb. People rent out their places. All of that's encompassed, guys. So if you want to go somewhere, this technology can help you saving money to go somewhere. And as you know, the country's supposed to be opening up soon. Hopefully sooner than later. And more.
It's already open. Why do you think I'm in Las Vegas?
Well, this is true. But it's going to open up more and more. So anyway, guys, this is a preemptive strike. You might as well start early. Why wait till the last minute? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, man, what else you got?
Man, see, Before I actually got into this particular business and started my own franchise-like business with iBoomerang, I was
Right,
an
right, right.
18-wheel truck driver for 18 years.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now I traveled the country living out of a P.O. box and a big rig that was like a complete RV. I traveled the country and Canada. I would take freight from one side to the other, and I even taught that. Now, here's the downside of that. The downside is I accumulated a lot of taxes with Uncle Sam that I could not get myself out of. Now,
Right.
no matter how many trucks I would purchase, no matter how many loads I would travel with, no matter where I would deliver these, I could save money, I could make money, but I was still digging a hole for myself with these taxes because I just wasn't doing what I should be doing with 25% out of everything that I was earning. And every single year,
Yeah.
the things that we could write off in the trucking industry, they kept being whittled away, taken away, less and less and less that I could write off. So I figured, hey, I'm gonna keep as much of this money as I can. They'll just have to catch me
I got you.
until
Hey, hold on real
until
quick.
I
Hold that thought real quick. We got in the chat here. Janet says, "Is iBoomerang like a subscription?" No, it is not. It's a free website. If you want one, I can send me an email. And T Rock says, "What's the website?" Send me an email to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the screen. Send it, DC Boom Getaway DCBUUM Getaways at gmail.com. I'm putting it in there right now. Bam. Just a second. All right, you guys send me an email to that right there, and I'll send you a free website. All you got to do is send me an email just shoot me an email to that email address with your first name, last name, and some type of contact number, cell phone or regular number, and that's just so I can process it. I'll send it to you. It won't cost you anything, and all you got to do is do your search, buy your ticket, save some money. Done deal. It's not a prescription.
If nothing else, once you activate that website, once you activate it, number one, the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to be exercising your philanthropic side of the house. A child somewhere in the world is going to be fed a nourishing meal. So that's right. Number one, just for activating that iGo platform, that's what you're going to do. Number two,
you feed a kid.
You're going to have access. Yep. Yes, you do. You're going to have access to what is on the market right now of up to a $7,000 to a $35,000 platform, a technology website that is yours, free to get, free to use, and free to keep for life. And it's going to save you anywhere up to 35% on the free side. We don't sell this, we give it away.
Give it to you.
Okay.
Got a question. Neville says, does it only work in the U.S.?
We are in 188 countries. Wherever you want to go with no blackout dates, it's around the world. Go where you want.
No, Neville, it's not only in the U.S. You save money, you fly, you drive, you rent, you do your thing. Anyway, what were you saying, man? I'm sorry. I just wanted to address it. You got questions? Hold on. And Michael Daniel says, I wish I had some smoked chicken, Mr. Riddick, LOL. Bring your butt down.
I wish I had some smoked chicken too.
Oh, Janet says, so how do you make money? Well, you have the you save money piece, and then you have the business piece. Janet, shoot me an email, and I'll explain everything to you right on. Bam. I'll explain everything to you. Send you a presentation, and I'll send you a free website. Just shoot me an email, Janet, first name, last name, and some type of contact number, your home number, your cell phone number, to dcboomgetaways@gmail.com, and I will send you a presentation so you can check it out. All right. What were you saying, man? I'm sorry. I had to throw that in.
That was great. Because I'm not an expert. I know how to count money. I know how to have fun. I know how to fly, and I know how to stay in. Like right now, I am here in the Westgate in sunny Las Vegas. Please ask me, how much am I staying in this 5-star hotel for each night? Please ask me.
Okay. Oh, how much are you paying to stay at a 5-star hotel? How much are you paying, man?
$27,000. a night in a 5-star hotel.
Wow. Wow. Okay, hold
I'm
on.
not just here by myself, but I have my entire boomerang team, those that could get away from their family and their friends or wherever they are. They are here as we are simply setting our game plan for the next 45 days on how to kick off 45 different people's franchise like business based on what Philip is going to send to you in those links in that free website. And it shows you exactly how I make my money.
There you go. Hey, Mona, I got to speak. Mona says 25% is rough. If the government wants 25%, they should put in for petrol. Hey, Papa. And she says, and sweet chat. Mona is in, come on, where you at? New Zealand. Mona's in New Zealand.
Oh,
How's everything
wow.
there? I heard there was zero pandemic, zero. I don't want to say the word. There was zero virus. And then you guys had a little uptick. Is everything good there, Mona? I'll wait for that to come up in the chat, man. Let me ask you the next question.
Please.
From the time you got out of the military, man, how did you adapt to where you at now? Now I already know this answer. I'm just giving you a chance to talk about it to the chat, to the folks.
Well, number one, I got out of the military, and of course, I was living in Hawaii.
Right.
With the military, and then I got out, and of course they processed me and everything else, and then of course I looked my brother up, and I'm like, man, I want to come down there with you, and my brother opened his arms and said, come. So I came moved in. I'm telling you, I was living in a PO box even in the military. I came moved in. We had us a good time. We started playing around with concepts of exotic vehicle replicas. Okay,
I remember that.
At the time, I owned that 300 Z supercar. Okay, yeah. And I had started dillying and dabbling on building exotic vehicle replicas on a GM frame, where we would take the Pontiac Fiero, we would stretch the frame, we would widen the cars, we would put higher performance engines in them, and we would put fiberglass bodies that made the cars look like the Ferrari Testarossas of the way back Miami Vice days, or the 358 Ferraris and other vehicles. So we did that. We had us a good time, got in a whole bunch of trouble, and got a whole bunch of tickets until we settled down and started working a business like we needed to. And of course, left there, went on to Chicagoland area, set up the Dream Machine Exotic Car Rental Company, where we used to build those exotic vehicle replicas using the bodies of the Lamborghini, the Ferraris, and some of the other vehicles, renting out those cars at $500 a day. Yes,
I remember
sir.
that.
That's what happened after the military. And then I got into real estate. I got into the mortgage broker side of the house. I set up a real company out of the Evergreen Park area, where we were buying different properties from the tax sales, from buying properties from the bank, short sales and things of that nature. Acquired quite a bit of real estate. And then I got burnt out. I got tired. I didn't want to do it no more. And then got into trucking on a dare. My younger brother, Aaron, joined an organization and started in the school of trucking. And I remember him having a problem at one particular time. It had something to do with backing up. And he called myself, he called Dad, and he called you, Philip. And he hit us with different questions. In fact, go ahead and take over the story from there.
Well,
what did Aaron call you about that trucking?
He was having problems. He's like, man, I can't, I'm trying to back up the truck. But I said, listen, man, if you want the back of the truck to go to the left, you got to turn the freaking steering wheel to the left. If you're looking backwards, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go to the left, you got to turn the steering wheel to the right. If you want to go to the right, you got to turn the steering wheel to the left, or vice versa. I can't remember right off the top of my head. And with that tidbit of information, he's like, man, I got that done. The backing problem went away. Janet says, oh, cool. Were those modified auto kits? Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Back to the original story. Man.
Okay, now, being the vehicle that you actually instructed your younger brother on how to backing up, we were talking what we call the tractor and
Yep.
the trailer. Together is the 18-wheel truck. But
Right.
we as truck drivers, we call the bobtail the tractor. And
Hmm.
then you have that long trailer. And yes, it is a very long vehicle. It is something that we fill up. It's 80,000 pounds worth of trailer, truck, and goods that we take from one end of the country to the other. In fact, the United States would not run.
Oh
Everything
no,
ceased
the
if the
country shuts
trucks.
down without trucking.
Thank you.
Trucking is the
Without
blood.
trucking.
Trucking is the blood of the nation. You will not get products without shipping to get it to our shores and trucking to get it to your doors. I just want to say that.
Oh, that is so sweet. I love it. So I get a call from my brother, Aaron, after he talks to Philip, and he's telling me about some of the things that he's getting ready to do. He's already out on the road now. He's gone through school. He's driving.
Right.
He gives me a call and he says, "Man, I don't know about this trucking thing. I might have to let it go. I'm not making any money, really." He said, after I pay the car insurance, after I give my lady some money, after I do this, after I eat, after he said, "Man, there's nothing left." And I told him right there, after hearing all the things that he was paying,
Mm,
I said, "I don't think you really have I'm not earning money. I think you just might not be allocating your money correctly. I don't
that's
think
true.
you're budgeting correctly." And he hit me with, "Well, if you can do better, show me." I said, "I'll take that bet." Because we
And both of
are a
y'all.
very competitive family.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I immediately shut down the Dream Machine Exotic Car Rental Company. I stopped everything that I was doing. I was living in Calumet City, Illinois, in a 3-bedroom raised ranch home. I had my cousin, Barry Jackson, who was my roommate. I
Right.
just
Right.
turned the house over to him. He basically was paying his rent, but he got to have the whole house
Right.
because
Right.
he took care of my dog. He took care of my cars. He took care of the home, and he would cut the grass and do everything because I was getting ready to be out on the road for 30, 60, or 90 days, and I didn't care. I had a
Right.
bet. I was getting ready to win. So before I actually got out on the road, I took my father's old, I think it was a 190E Mercedes or something of that nature,
Right.
and
Right.
it had a blown engine, messed up something or whatever. So I towed it over to the house, opened up one of my garages. I had a 4-car garage at the time. Went and picked up another engine, another transmission, brought them over, and in a weekend, I pulled the trans, pulled the engine, redid everything that I needed to, switch everything over, dropped a new engine and transmission, got
Right.
everything set, car started, everything was going fine, and I drove that car all the way from Chicago, Illinois to a place in Kentucky and went to the trucking school that my brother Aaron went to. And when I graduated, I actually had KKK on my driver's license because
That's
the city was a K, the county was a K, and it was another something that was a K. It physically had a
that's terrible.
Kentucky K. I was a bona fide member of the KKK on my
Yeah.
license.
Right.
I was so proud.
Anyway, so after years of trucking, you and
Anyway.
both you and Aaron, my younger brother's name Aaron, both of y'all was trucking for a while. Good. Um, and then afterwards, you just kind of settle down and you're doing what you're doing now. And, I'm glad and I'm happy for you. I just, I wanted to connect. I wanted to talk. I also want to introduce you to my audience, and have you explain what we're doing also in the background. But, hey man, just stay safe. I know you in Vegas. Hey, talk to me about the Vegas thing. How is it? Everybody wearing masks or, are bars open, not open? How's Vegas? If anybody wanted to go to Vegas, what would the experience be like?
Okay, let's start with the airplane.
Okay.
Okay, number one, going through customs, going through the pat
Just
down and
security.
everything that
Yeah.
you do, the security and all like that, it was uneventful. Okay,
Nice.
everybody stayed 6 feet apart. You had your mask on. Everything that you normally would do, you did it. You just had your mask on.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
you take off your shoes, you put them in the little bitty vat, you put your luggage up there on the vat, you take your computers and you put them separate so that they can scan it. You put your belt up there, you go through, you raise your arms, they pat you down if they need to, or they use the wand. You go put your stuff back on. You go all the way through and find your gate, and you wait for somebody to tell you that it's time for you to get on. You don't have a whole bunch of people lining up. You get on 10 people at a time. You line up 10 people at a time. You keep your distance. Your family stays together, but your family group are 6 feet from the other family group. Man. Okay, when you get on the airplane, the center seat is open. I don't care where you get on the airplane. When I first got on the airplane, I had an airplane to myself. It was 2 people on there, my senior business partner and me, and we was enjoying having a good time. Now, right before the doors closed, like about 80 people ran on.
Gotcha. Okay, now, so, all airlines don't keep that center seat no more. I think 2 of the majors keep the center seat. I know American does it, and a couple people don't. Anyway. You know I travel.
It's really up to you.
You know I travel a lot, right?
Yes, you do. Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you familiar with TSA pre-check?
Yeah, I know. You just go around everybody. I know. I
don't take off my shoes. I don't pull out my laptop. Invest, man. If you're gonna travel, you need to invest in that shit. Anyway.
I totally get you on that. Now, my senior business partner, the person that actually brought me into this particular business, she has the TSA check. Now, she went around, I went through.
Get your socks on.
Every time, I kept my socks on. It's the only thing I kept on. I kept my socks on. But anyway, she was standing ordering food for us by the time I made it through. Now, keep in mind, it was uneventful, but I had to undress and I had to dress back up. In the time that I had to undress and dress, she was already in line getting food. Okay?
I'll tell you this: you got the TSA. I got TSA pre-check along with the global entry. Now, I fly international a lot. Those of you that don't know, those of you that aren't familiar with me, I work in parts unknown, which is in the Middle East. So I leave the country and come into the country a lot, excluding this virus, travel ban stuff. Come on, man. I've gone through customs. I'm talking about customs. First point of entry into the United States of America. I've gone through customs in like freaking 15 minutes, and people that don't have global entry dude, I will have gone through customs, grabbed my bag, rechecked my bag. Well, I can only carry a backpack anyway. I'm in a bar, restaurant, chilling. I'm about a third of the way through my meal before they, because you're talking international flight, man. Sometimes there's like 250, 300 people on those big ass birds, the big ones.
Yes.
And I go straight through. I hit the freaking global entry. I'm gone. And you see that dude way back there in the back of that line. I'm like, man, by the time you get through that shit, I'm be done eating. It's funny.
Now, actually, when I was going through my trucking, I was going through my trucking, I need to get a passport, and I went on and got a passport card. And at the time, all I had to do was check one block and pay an additional $125 or whatever the case may be. It might have even been less than that. It may have been $75 for the TSA pre-check and all the other good stuff, and another couple of dollars for the global entry. But at the time, the only place I was going was United States, Canada, and Mexico. Exactly. I didn't feel I needed it. I was in the truck anyway.
Yeah. The only thing that card is good for is going through the Mexican or the Canadian border. That has shit to do with flying. Trust me. Just so you know.
Absolutely. The card has nothing to do with it. Card is driving.
Only for driving.
If you are flying, you need your full passport. Exactly. So I got both of them.
Yeah.
So, cool. But I just did not check that block. I didn't pay the additional money. I wouldn't. Best I was doing is I was going to cruise for a discount travel price, but I wasn't in what I'm in right now. I was in trucking.
I got you.
Okay, now let's get back to Las Vegas.
But now hold on, real quick before we get into that, folks listening. When it comes to, I don't want to lose my thought. When it comes to global entry or TSA, global entry, most major credit cards, it's a perk. You can apply for it, and it could be a perk. Call the bank or call your credit card or go to the creditcard.com and look at what the perks are. Many of the major credit cards will give you global entry for free. If you pay for it, they'll take it off of your charge. If you charge it, they'll make the charge go away. So if you can get it for free, don't waste it. Even if you don't use it, at least you got it. All right. And if you get global entry,
correct,
TSA pre-check is free. So check with your credit card company. I'm not talking debit. I'm talking credit. If you have a major credit card, many of them will either pay that fee or they'll forgive that fee for global entry, and TSA pre-check comes free. Just want to say that. Back to Vegas.
Now, I do want to mention, remember earlier when you said you're an independent iBoomerang TSA.
Yes.
Well, TSA in our company stands for Travel Savings Ambassador or Technology Savings Ambassador. Please do not confuse that with TSA pre at the airport. Don't run up in there and talk about I'm a TSA and try to run across one of the borders or run past one of those lines. They are going to body slam you.
Yes.
One is federal, TSA pre, and the other one is a company designation, Travel Savings Ambassador or Technology
I'm looking
Savings
it up
Ambassador.
right now. Okay. TSA for us, like my brother said, is a Technology Savings ambassador or a Travel Savings ambassador. TSA for the government is the Transportation Security Administration. Do not confuse the two. Do not confuse the two.
We will see you on the news as they're dragging you out. Don't run up in there with your little bitty TSA card talking about I'm boomerang. They gonna drag you. You get ready to know what a body search is. You're gonna understand with a rubber glove. Don't snap back. Don't play. Don't play.
Relax your muscles. Relax your Don't get the fat finger big guy. I'm telling you. Anyway, let's stop.
Back to Las Vegas.
Mona says, this is great info. Thanks, gentlemen. Janet says, Riddick boys are intelligent and charming. You could both sell a snowball to a snowman. That's awesome. Anyway, you were saying.
Back to Las Vegas. Back to Las Vegas. So we land, we come out of the airplane. Everything was uneventful. We play around. We had good fun. We get in one of those rideshare and make it to our organization. And I've got people in the background. You can see them as they come in.
Don't walk
you
in
are now
naked.
live. You are there live
naked.
back there. Don't walk in naked. They see you as you come in.
How you doing?
Thank you very much.
That's
you saw it. That's the lady right there. Did you want to say hello to the world?
Introduce yourself. Hey,
since you come in and waving
talking
and
to the world. Cece used to live across the street from us when I was a little bitty sexy. Now I'm a big sexy. When I was a little bitty sexy.
Right now she's a big sexy. She's also a Travel Savings Ambassador. She is one of my team, and we are here doing a totally great organizational build and a push to start people's business and things of that nature.
Gotcha.
So I really appreciate you. Thank you. The whole world is waving at you there, lady. No, she's not gonna come over and say hi.
I want to see those shorts again.
Her mask on and everything.
I want to see the hot shorts.
Philip said he wants to see those shorts again.
Anyway,
she's busting up, sitting over here on the couch in front of me. However, back to sunny Las Vegas. Uneventful. We were in a ride share. We made it here to the hotel. The people who were driving us, they were sharing with us that it's really, really quiet. It's almost a deserted street in most cases during the week. But on the Thursdays, on the Fridays, it starts picking up. And you will not know that there's any type of a virus or anything going on. Once the weekend hits, everything is lively. You just see a lot of people that's running around here either with a Darth Vader mask or one of those
what? Finish that. Oh, awkward silence.
Betty Nichols, one of those.
Betty Nichols says, "Hey, Riddick, James, and Phillips, you got Betty in here."
Betty Nichols? Are you talking about Betty Joe Nichols?
Did I stutter? She's in here. She just said, "Hey, Riddick James." She's on my Facebook. I mean, she's on my YouTube somewhere.
My brother, Philip Riddick. Guess what? The woman who just came online, Betty Joe Nichols, is a celebrity in our organization. Remember that website you just asked people to send you that their email address, their telephone number, and their full name so that you could send them that iGo platform?
Yeah.
Miss Betty Jo Nichols, that first class ambassador, she's a VIP founding member with the organization. She has given away over 1,200 of those iGo platforms
She
to
says
people
yes.
around this world.
She says I'm a celebrity.
She has,
Yes.
she has, yeah, she has was not only introduced on our platform on Saturday morning flight school and also on one of our platforms on Tuesday evenings, where our VP, our
Yep.
vice president of marketing, and our vice president of our operations introduced Betty Jo Nichols to 180 countries around the world when she gave
Nice.
away 1,000 of those iGo platforms. The
Yep.
very next week after that, 1,100 of those iGo platforms. Notice she went up a complete
Yeah. I got you.
100 in a week, and then
Yeah.
1,200. She is currently sitting somewhere around.
Oh, come on, man. Don't disappear on me. He said somewhere around, I'm still here. Anyway, those platforms that he's talking about, Betty Jo Nichols is doing so well at, is that free website that I just offered you guys. It's right there, dcboomgetaways@gmail.com. I don't know what happened to my brother. Anyway, hit me up, guys. If you're interested, you want some information, hit me in with that freaking email address. I can give you all the information that you want. I can not only send you the platform, which is a website that's free to use, free to keep, and I can also give you some more information. Oh, he's back. Let me bring him back. Bam.
Do not know what happened.
I know what happened.
I'm
You
back. I do
disappeared.
not know
Now
what
you're
happened. But once I did disappear, first class ambassador Cynthia Quates ran out the door, so you didn't get to see those shorts again. However, I was on that Miss Betty Jo Nichols, my celebrity. She's my personal celebrity. I have been
you.
celebrating her on my Facebook page, on my story for the last 3.5 weeks. She is totally amazing because not only did she give away that iGo platform, not only did she save families and friends up to 35% off in the travel related activities, but she was personally responsible for feeding 1,257 plus children around the world with a nourishing amount of food for the entire day. I have my hats off for her. She's a fabulous individual.
I'm glad
I am so pleased.
I'm glad you made it back. Jeff Allen says my kids' best friends were CC Dada and Nana, 85th and Cali. So I guess they from Chi-Town too. Man, we've been on for 52 minutes. I do not want to go over an hour. I really want to thank you for spending your time with me. Look,
man, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, man. Definitely. Thank you for having me on.
I hate Kim and I didn't make it to Vegas, man. You know what? I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm a little irritated. We were expecting company, and last Sunday, the person was like, "Hey, so and so wants to come down and visit," and they're good enough. Like, they're gonna stay in a hotel. They're gonna stay in the house. Well, if you're good friends, all right, you're gonna stay in the house. You ain't gotta stay in a hotel. My exact words, but I need a no shit, I'm coming. My exact words, I need a no shit, they're coming. Because if you're not coming, I'm going to Vegas. That was on Sunday. Monday, yeah, we coming. Tuesday, oh yeah, we coming. Wednesday, oh yeah, we coming. Thursday, yeah, we ain't coming. I'm like, come on, man. I can't fly to Vegas and book the ticket on Friday. I mean, I could do that, but that's crazy expensive. Even with saving money, it'd have been out of saved money. It still would have been expensive. I was irritated. Look, I'd rather save freaking 30 to 70% off a $500 ticket than save 30 to 70% off of a $2,500 ticket. You with me? Because I would have saved. But that boiled my ass like lobster boil. I was mad, man. But anywho, folks, if you're interested in this opportunity or this savings or this technology, if you're interested in anything that we discussed, my email address is on the screen, dcboomgetaways@gmail.com. shoot me some information. I mean, shoot me your first name, last name, and some type of phone number, and I can shoot you something that will save you money and some information if you want to make some. I'm gonna leave it that quickly and easily. Luke K says your live look like you're supported by a professional production company. Keep evolving and keeping up the hard work. Thank you, man. You said you want to ask me something about that too, James, about my
Man,
thing.
I did.
Hold on,
We got
Johnny
just
Maggs.
a few moments.
What's going on, Johnny Maggs, my brother? I hope your knee has recovered. My friend Johnny Maggs is in New Hampshire. He's from the Pod Life. I mean, I'm sorry. Type it in, Johnny Maggs. I can't think right now. I've been sipping. Come on, Life Barbecue, the Pod Life Barbecue podcast. Type it in, Johnny Maggs, so I can give you a shout out, my friend. But what were you going to ask me? What was that, James?
Yes, I am totally impressed with your setup as you have it there
Pit
in your
Life.
home.
I'm sorry.
However,
Pit Life
I have
Barbecue Podcast. Pit Life Barbecue Podcast with Johnny Maggs and the Barbecue Broker. They do a podcast weekly. It's on Facebook and it's on the Pit Life Barbecue on Facebook. Sorry for throwing that out, but Johnny Maggs is before. He's from New Hampshire. I don't have the accent.
I know
but
that's right. Definitely a pleasure.
All right, had to throw that out. Anyway, you were saying?
Man, I am just totally amazed with what you have done as far as the podcasting, the equipment that you use, and the quality that comes across. But the most important thing is I have other individuals who are in not only my organization, but who look on through me to get to you. And I have seen not only are you on Spotify, not only is your R-BoP on the different other platforms. Man, I have never seen anyone who goes to the extent or the level that you have gone through to not only certify, but to get your broadcast out on multiple platforms. Now, as we were talking about earlier, you were telling me about a few of those platforms that you are certified and up and running. I would like for you to read that list from Spotify to whether it be Google, whether it be, man, tell me so that my people can see all these platforms that you are launching and on for your podcast.
If you are interested in doing a podcast, all right, guys, I went through the Buzzsprout route. That's not a rhyme. The Buzzsprout route. The reason I went through Buzzsprout because they make it easy to get on multiple platforms when it comes to a podcast. I'm gonna go down the list. The R-BoP podcast, once I edit and upload audio only, because my video is on YouTube and on Facebook, but the audio podcast is on Prepare to Copy, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, and Audible coming soon. I just got to fill out the paperwork. I'm on Stitcher. I'm on iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn, and Alexa, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Deezer, Listen Notes, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Castro, and Castbox. Those are all the places that my podcast goes out whenever I upload audio to my provider. Bam.
Wow, my brother.
Yes,
that's my younger brother. That's my professional brother. That's my overachiever. That's my military ranger. That's my master. What do you call it when you jump out of the
Jump Master, Pathfinder, Drill Sergeant, United States Army Ranger, Marksmanship Specialist. Come on, man. Anyway,
come on, man. That's not overkill. That's just your minimum. I can't wait to see what you do on tomorrow. Man, that is impressive.
I'm competitive. I hate for people to be better than me. All right. Now,
the sound that you have, the quality that you have right here coming through your microphone, that the professionalism, the screens. I saw 3 screens. One you're looking at, one you orchestrate, and the one on your right. Oh my goodness, that might have a picture of the family up on that. Man, you're just phenomenal. I appreciate you. I am proud to call you brother. I will aspire to be on your level very shortly.
I'll be like you when I grow up. Shit. I will show you this, though. I hope this doesn't go crazy. Here you go. Let's see if I can do this. Move away from the microphone. I'm moving the camera. All right. We'll do this. Try to turn it around. Here's the screens. There's one screen. That's you. Those are the questions I was asking. There's my keyboard. There's the soundboard. And then obviously
that soundboard right there.
Microphone
and 3 mics.
I got microphone 2 over there. And then my travel mic, which I put here sometimes. That's in my carry-on bag because shit, I thought I was traveling.
Don't put the camera up yet. Don't put the camera up. Now go to that wall over there. Go to that wall of awards.
Oh,
right
you talking
there.
about
Yes, go to that wall.
The I love
right
you
there.
wall.
That's the I love you wall. That gives you a snapshot of the dedication of my younger brother. My hat's off to you. I salute you. I appreciate you bringing me on.
It's just a couple of meritorious service medals, a Bronze Star, too.
Yeah. Man, I tell you.
Let that roll off your tongue. A Bronze Star or 2. Anyway, I'm a combat. Look, there's the drill sergeant hat right there. I got all kind of shit.
Yes,
anyway,
sir.
let me put my camera. You're embarrassing me, man.
Man. You are simply amazing. I appreciate you not only being my brother, but also being my team member. I appreciate you being an ambassador, a first-class ambassador with iBoomerang, and building this business and feeding the children as you give away these free websites, these platforms. And I tell you, man, it's just my pleasure to be on here with you. And I look forward to talking with you again really, really soon.
Sir. Thank you,
man. From Las Vegas or from wherever I am in the world.
I want to thank everybody for, like Johnny Mac says, a Bronze Star or 2. Yeah, not a big deal. Anyway, listen, guys, I want to thank you for your time. Those of you that listen and enjoyed this conversation, James, I love you to death, man, my big brother. I wish you all the success in the world because I'm going to follow right behind you. Betty Nichols, I'm going to be just like you when I grow up. We're going to be out of here shortly, but before I go,
man, I love you like cooked food. I love you like cooked food. You got to say it. You got to say it.
I do love you like cooked food, man. And I'm going to throw this in real quick, guys. We're going to take a quick pause for another ad. I love you guys. So here it comes because brother trying to get paid. Here we go. I would like to talk to you about Instacart. What if I told you that you could have local fresh groceries delivered to your front door? You can have multiple deliveries for one small monthly fee. Unlike some other apps or services that want to nickel and dime you all the time. If you don't have that special item that you need to make a special recipe, Instacart in some cases can get that to your house in as fast as 1 hour. Hand selected by shoppers based on your preferences, Instacart highlights deals that can help save you money. You can find everything you normally buy, and they also suggest things that may be new to you. They pick the freshest produce and also keep your eggs safe too. Follow the link in the show notes that lets Instacart know that I sent you. That will not only help the show, but it will also, in this case, give you free delivery on your first order over $35. Instacart. Never go out to go grocery shopping again. Man, I got all kind of endorsements on that. Anyway, guys, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate everything that you do. I love you like cooked food, man. I love you like a brother because you are my brother. And everybody be safe. We are going to be out of here. Don't go nowhere, James. We're going to be out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're ending the podcast. I love you. Be safe. Wash your hands. Be careful. All right, the recording's over. Podcast is complete. Now the rest of this is straight us.
Man, that was good.
Awesome.
I enjoyed that. That was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that to the max. Man, it was even better when Cynthia came through the door.
I want to see them shorts, baby.
Dorcas and my senior business partner Michelle and Cynthia were downstairs. We had our 2-hour plus meeting downstairs, just simply setting up the plan with what we're going to be doing for the next 30, 60, and 90 days. You know,
Gotcha.
the pre-vision, the during vision, and the after vision. We were able to take pictures, do everything that we needed to be doing, and then send our meeting to corporate to let them know this is our plan. This is what we're doing. We're on the Sapphire run.
Right.
I just got remotivated. I've got rededicated. And in the next 45 days, I am doing everything that I need to do in order to hit Sapphire. And the only
I'm
way I
with
can
you.
reach Sapphire is to help you reach your
Oh,
level of
I'm
director
pushing.
if that's
I'm
what
going
you
to
want.
start pushing because I'm trying not to go back to parts unknown. So I'm going to recommit. I have to recommit to my cooking show. I'm not going to say the name. I got to recommit to R-BoP, this podcast, start pushing harder on this, other endorsements. And I definitely got to start pushing to make sure I'm trying to stay good. I'm trying not to go back overseas. So this is my focus. We're about to end this broadcast, folks. I'm glad you guys were here. I appreciate you. Love you like cook food. James, don't go nowhere. Love you guys. And please support me the best of your ability. If you need something, if you have any questions, shoot me a question at the dcboomgetaways@gmail.com. And I love you like cook food. Broadcast is ending the live right now. Take care. Be safe. Wash your hands.